Tonight we are with a local angler who is also an expert at tying flies, Nate Brumley of Dry Fly Innovations. What are we going to tie?
Well, what we're going to tie is what's called a colored emerger, Steve. And doesn't look like much, but it is one of the deadliest flies on the river right now.
I'm one of those people who's too proud to buy cheaters, and you have the perfect solution.
That's right. You're going to have to go to that.
Okay. We start by making the insect's body with a very specific material from the wing of a goose called a biot.
We're going to wrap this all the way down the shank of the hook. And as you do it, the wrap has got to be an overlapping, because what's going to happen here is every turn is going to create a black and gray striation. It's the trigger on this particular tie that makes a fish eat.
Next, another very specific feather from a duck that Nate calls a CDC.
It is the most floaty material in all of dry fly.
And it must be attached to the hook perfectly.
Ooh, look at that, look at that, look at that.
Then a very common material called dubbing to build the thorax.
And now what I'm going to do is just spin it just like this. So just keep humping it up really close to the abdomen.
Then we tie off the head of the fly and prepare for the most critical moment, cutting the CDC wing to the perfect length.
You're going to slide the scissors right in and measure and do a clip. You want that to be maybe, say, a quarter of an inch.
Yeah, mine's not.
You nubbed it. You nubbed her off a little bit, Steve.
So we start a second fly, repeating the wrapping of the body, the placement of the CDC wing, and the wrapping of the thorax. Then my second shot at cutting the wing. That's better, but it's still short. So it's back to the drawing board for one last chance.
You can't miss going long, because you can always trim it a little shorter.
That's true. You cannot add.
You can't add her.
Bam! Oh, I like it.
Did you create a masterpiece, Steve?
It's the best one.
Okay.
It's no masterpiece. But on close inspection, Nate says he thinks he could catch a fish on at least one of the flies he taught me to tie.
That's my tie-on bug right there. You betcha.
So these are the flies that Nate tied for me, and these are the flies that I tied for Nate. And next week, we're going to take them to the Owyhee River and see if Nate can catch a fish on my fly, and see if I can catch a fish on Nate's fly.